Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here with the A-Train. This might be the last part of the game entirely. Oh, don't even start.
Got a gun! Oh, what the crap, did we just die? Never mind.
No.
But I just died.
No, you teleport.
Oh, just
I might have to,
Oh, he's just going after you. Wow.
Well, do your dodge, Ada.
He's not even going for me.
Really? Oh, nice flying kick there, Ada. Again, just do enough damage to him and trigger the next cutscene.
How did he get up here?
I don't know, but help. Or trigger another cutscene, that works too. This whole segment with Simmons is all just about triggering the cutscenes. Oh, I don't like how you can... Yeah! Take this, Simmons, and this. We're gonna punch you in the face.
Oh!
Yeah! I am here and I'm just punching you in the face. Okay, now we're backing up. And zombie! Oh, we have triggered the next cutscene.
Teleportation active.
Or do we just have generic zombies here? I'm okay with that. Can't see where I'm aiming because generic agent is in my way. But it's okay. Alright, let's do the quick shot. Love the quick shot.
Oh, don't we have to protect them? Yep.
Oh, hi. I guess a machine gun works. Yeah, you stay down, Simmons. I'm glad you caught that, because I was just playing with the zombies. Yeah, those zombies. Oh, don't tell me we failed. Oh, nope, we got there.
Do I get to be Leon?
Protect me, Leon. Give me a kiss.
Why am I up here with...
You're meant to provide cover
How did
fire.
I get up here with Helena?
If I can help it. Come on, wake up. If you're really Ada, I know you both did this. You both have
You're just wasting ammo. You have tons of sniper ammo. Never mind.
I was just resting my eyes.
You shouldn't sleep with each other.
In case you haven't noticed, someone's still in the picture. Couple more heads
Helena, get the hell out of my way.
Oh, how can you reach that far? That shouldn't be allowed. Oh, hello. Yeah, take that. Knee to the face and punches. I must say, I have actually been enjoying Ada's campaign, as opposed to, like, basically every other campaign that was not very enjoyable. Sniper? Sure, why not? Hello.
He's great on there, isn't he? Yep. Am I supposed to hit him in his back thingy?
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, really? I just don't like this part of this particular battle.
Oh, Helena's hitting him too. Did you even get him?
Oh, I never had a real option to do the quick time event on him, which I found that odd.
His attack pattern changed, so they did something right. Load!
Well, and we did enough damage to him to trigger the next cutscene.
Thanks, buddy. I'll pass.
I'm supposed to do it now.
Oh, I'm supposed to go help.
You always get what you want, Simmons.
Yeah!
Maybe there's like a main artery she hit or something.
You really should have moved on, Simmons.
Because all of the bullets that we've sent at him
Yep.
apparently didn't do that. And he still lives that. Quick, blow him a kiss.
Or grenades. One of the two would work.
So cute. You're really confused by all this, aren't you, man? It's kind of fun
Oh, we have a little bit more to do. Again, handprint scanner. We have gloves on. Tie up loose ends. Can't even switch weapons or aim weapons. You need to help me tie up loose
This
ends,
is where Carla
generic
did her
agent.
experiments.
Oh, is this the next? Is this that lab or whatever? I don't want to know more. Or is that the?
Another failure. Bring me another subject. Why do you think we had this lab built here in the first place? Just go outside. There's thousands of subjects to choose from. Tell Simmons that we're busy. We're just solving this.
Oh, do we have another boss battle?
We're beyond sympathy at this point.
When did she get that gun? Have you had that gun?
Yeah, that's her generic thing that uses handgun ammo.
She's destroying all that stuff.
Yep. She's tying up her loose ends. That's what the objective told us to do. And that computer is still alive. For the moment.
Good job, huh? Sure. My schedule just cleared.
Of course. Typical Ada. I like it. And that is the end of Ada's campaign. So, it is time for final review of Resident Evil 6, because this is the final campaign. So, yeah, this game was plagued by a lot of bad mechanics, bad physics, bad ideas. It had a good story.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
good story.
If the camera angles weren't so wonky with some of the like.
Oh
the
my
co-
gosh, the quick time events where you have to run away from stuff and the camera angle is just constantly changing, which changes your controls. I actually ran into that in, well, the last chapter dealing with Carla,
Yeah.
where I was running forward, then I have to break out of something, and then I press forward and I'm actually running right at Carla instead.
It still would have been really easy to put mechanics into a character into the game.
And all of the vehicles that you command and drive, the snowmobile, the motorcycle, the Hummer with Chris, it was just... It's like they
The
tried to do
helicopter
too
wasn't-
many things.
What about the jet? What do you think? You think the jet was bad when we had to do that part?
The Killicopter wasn't awful, but it, again, that type of thing just didn't feel like Resident Evil.
I don't know.
I did like the plot and how all the characters worked together and how things tied together. I did not like the Juavo at all, especially when they had sniper rifles and machine guns and all that. That shouldn't be Resident Evil. We should have just had zombies. What was wrong with just having everything be zombies?
Because they were trying to make it more action-packed. I don't know. They were just trying to.
Well, it doesn't matter. The zombies were action-packed.
can't
Those were
remember-
fine.
I think because Raccoon City came out at one point, and Raccoon City was almost like that. I actually think Raccoon City had more zombies than it did enemies like that, and I don't think there was any driving parts in that game.
So yeah, just a lot of bad design in the game. And changing the interface of your inventory and your menus and that. None of that was necessary. Just pick one and stick with it. Every new inventory that they gave us with a different character, it just became more confusing to look at. And I mean, that sums up a lot about Resident Evil 6. A lot of it is confusing and disorienting. Look at how many times we had to use that guidance system because we were in a giant open area and we couldn't figure out, the exact path to go on. Fortunately, we did have that to help guide us. Otherwise, you could add another, 10 parts to this Let's Play. And there's probably going to be another scene after the credits here, just like all the other campaigns, so do stay tuned for that. The bosses, I didn't like how many times you had to fight Simmons and he kept coming back in different forms and different phases within those forms. It was way too much. Same with the chainsaw zombie. Gosh, that thing was so overused. And it just kept coming back and coming back and coming back. Ostanik, I could understand him coming back because that was kind of Ostanik's character. He was meant to be sort of like a throwback to Nemesis. But when you have multiple bosses doing that throughout different campaigns, it kind of loses the specialness of just having Ostanik do that.
I think my favorite part of the Ostanik fight was the last part when you're going into underground more
Yeah, and we punch him in the face. That was my favorite part too.
with the volcanic core and stuff. And I like that. And I did like that's another thing. I did like when he did come up between the train that car, the little train car that's going up or whatever that is, and you have to climb up it without him getting us. That was fine. It would have been different, but since he was right in the beginning of the game, throughout the whole game pretty much, it kind of killed it.
Yeah. And I'm not a fan of the whole melee every time. I mean, Resident Evil 4 and 5, the idea was you shoot your enemy in the face or in the knee to stun them, and then you get to go up and do the special melee thing. Here, it's kind of inconsistent because you can't always fully tell when an enemy's stunned to the point where you get to do the special melee, and you might just do the generic weak little hit. The weak little hits, we didn't really need that. It kind of made secondary weapons like the knife and the when we had the baton or the stun stick, it made those a lot less useful when you can just melee anytime. Speaking of which, moving around in the inventory is probably... This is the worst Resident Evil for that.
Another thing.
Because if you're trying to get from one weapon to the other, you're just pressing left and right multiple times, trying to figure out
Which one
you're actually on. Whereas Resident Evil 5 or 7, you get to
use inventory space.
you get to set basically where you can press one button on the D-pad, and that will get you to whatever weapon you set there right away. And there's no constantly flipping around trying, because I think that's where a lot of my issues came into play during combat. Was I'm okay, I need the shotgun. How many times do I have to scroll to get to it? And it becomes a problem as you go on in the campaign and pick up more and more weapons.
And I think one of the most annoying things too with the game is if you get hit by a machine gun, you immediately get knocked down.
Yes. And snipers.
That was unneeded. I don't know.
That was.
You take damage. You take damage. You don't need to be knocked down.
Or how many times when you're healing your partner, and before you actually even get in control of your character again, you get hit by something, and you're dead or knocked down again.
You should have gotten a spawn, a shield almost, like a 5-second shield.
I don't know. They could have just done that whole help your partner heal completely differently. Like I said, the mechanics and the controls are so bad in this game.
Other than that, I did like it, but
the enjoyable part was the plot, and that was about it. I mean, I feel the plot did a great job of having like this broad scale global threat with the C virus that you had to deal with. I liked the bomb that they exploded in the city right when Leon was there. I liked Jake having the antibodies for the C virus and having to escape from Ustanik and all that. I liked Ada investigating what was going on with her and that Ada clone. There was just a lot of things to like about the plot. Maybe not so much from Chris's side. And it was cool having all these past Resident Evil characters collide and meet up with each other and whatnot.
And a couple new ones.
Yeah, a couple new ones that you don't see again because they're almost as generic as the generic agent.
Oh yeah. that doesn't have much control to him. Like he can't open doors.
No, these credits are lasting a lot longer than I expected them to. You know, a lot of people, as you can see, put in a lot of time and effort into this game, and it wasn't good. And I feel bad because I bought this as a day one purchase. This is like one of the last major titles I bought as a day one purchase. Because, you know, a few months later it dropped in price because, well, it wasn't very good. So yeah, unless it's like a major RPG that I really want, I'm probably not buying day one purchases on stuff anymore.
I will, depending.
Or if it's like Mega Man 11, that will be a day one purchase. But that'll be a download game, and it probably, well, those usually do go on sale sometimes, but I'm not going to wait for a sale on Mega Man. There's some... Oh, thank you for playing. Well... Okay, yeah, I'm not going to comment about that. Alright, Ada's final scene. Does Ada have a final scene? No. Hey, we both got gold on that one.
Yeah.
Ada can now be used with the extra content. Awesome. Extra content being like mercenaries and stuff. Does Ada not have an after the credits cutscene? Oh, she does. Oh my.
I believe we had a deal.
Well, that's Jake.
Yeah, there's a Jake.
Are you going to keep your promise?
And there's a bunch of armadillo freaks.
That was fair, kid.
I'm not sure why we got that scene and not one involving Ada.
That is confusing. Unless... Oh, wait. We're playing again?
That was confusing. Well, on that note, we're going to put Resident Evil 6 to bed. This has been Late Night Mega with the A-Train.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.